Okay. Alright, so I guess this is working again. Whatever. Earlier this morning, I came across a a comment that kind of just, bothered me for the entire day. I wasn't going to do anything about it. I kind of blew it off, but, honestly, it has been on my mind all day. And mostly because I woke up in a bad mood. I have digestive issues, and last night I was up for 12 hours straight, writhing in pain because of stupid, irritable bowel syndrome. And so to wake up in a bad mood and then to see, honestly, a shitty comment didn't really help. And I didn't wish any ill will on this person, but it's honestly the principle behind it is what bothers me. And this was on the Robert Sands video where this guy who is on NamUs, the oldest missing persons case in Tennessee, I kind of did this sort of as a request for a person that views my videos from that state. And for some reason, one of the sources I used saw the video and they seemed to be offended. And see, I don't know. Where did I put it? Well, I took a screenshot of it, but it seems to me that this person seems to think that I'm taking credit for a case that was solved over a year ago. And apparently they state on their Facebook post that it, talks about it on there. Now, I went back to look on their Facebook page, and it doesn't seem to talk about the Robert Sands case in its utter entirety. This isn't about attacking that person or the Facebook page. What I don't understand is why people like that seem to think that these missing person videos or just anything in general that I do on my YouTube channel is for the sake of taking credit. I am not. And I feel like I've said it 1,000 times. I mean, I say it dozens of times when I read those books about Charles Manson. Y'all know I'm not claiming that, but for me, it just bothers me that in my mind, I am what they would call on the Tumblr signal boosting. I go over cases that are listed on at least the Doe Network, Charlie Project, or NamUs, of which on NamUs, if that case is still on there, that person is still considered missing by the federal government. And as of 2022, on January 5th, Robert Sands is still considered missing. No matter what that page says, I am going with Uncle Sam and what he says. Now, I'm not taking claim or credit to anything, and I don't delete comments ever or anything either, so I don't know if somebody's mad if maybe their information went missing because YouTube just makes stuff disappear. I mean, I don't get paid shit anyway. I don't know what I do, but most of these videos are unmonetized anyway, so I don't really give a shit. That's why I'm cussing right now. But I just want you to know, this is the reason why I do what I do. I don't do this to act like I solved the mystery. I don't do this because I want you to think that I'm great. I am literally just a regular person just like you. In fact, according to my analytics, majority of you are older than me. You're probably about my parents' age. And if anything, you can correct me when I'm wrong. In reality, I don't know nearly as much as I'm sure you guys do because you're a generation older than me. I do this because I love doing what I do. I actually love true crime and I love looking at these cases. And the reason why, for example, I focus a lot on Texas cold cases is because Texas is the state that I live in, and depending on if things are close enough to me anywhere around the Houston area, I'm up for like a 2-hour drive, to visit a cemetery or an abandoned town or an abandoned school. And so for me, it's really disheartening to see people make comments like that who think I'm just trying to act like some big old douchebag claiming that I know everything, and I'm not. I don't personally see how someone can think that when in reality every single video I try to be as neutral as possible and give you the information. I mean, my old videos, especially when I kind of talked more about incomplete things, I would say, allegedly or apparently a lot. That's kind of basically legalese for saying this may have happened, but it might have not, because I don't have a source that is completely reliable. So, it's just very frustrating because I put a lot of heart into what I do, despite how cheap it may look. I just think about all the times, I've gone to cemeteries, I've taken pictures, I've, done requests on Find a Grave for people whose, family members they wanted a picture of. And, it's what I call grave walking. I go to these old ass places, take some pictures, and then I move on from there. Sometimes I come across things from, I don't know, Facebook and Reddit, and I just find it interesting. It's how I came across Milton Ishii. I just saw a post about him accidentally on Reddit, and I thought it was interesting. His remains were found recently, and I don't claim any credit to that. I don't live in Hawaii, so I don't want to act like, that's me. Oh, I solved the case. I'm just some person. I'm just saying, I don't take credit for anything. Literally, I thought about making a video like this before, but honestly, I felt like, well, I just feel like basically, these people that my audience is, a generation older than me. You guys know, honestly, more about these subjects than I do. So I don't feel like I have to make something pointing out the obvious. You know what I mean? I feel like, y'all are old enough. You guys are smart enough to, I would think, obviously see, like, this is just something I enjoy to do. I like to do. I enjoy doing this. And it's just really annoying and disheartening for some reason, I just don't know why. I always seem to get rather rude comments on missing persons videos. I really do. And honestly, they're some of the least viewed videos anyway. And, seeing that today is enough to kind of make me say, maybe I'll just stop it. Honestly, for some reason, I'm like, why is there backlash with people that have disappeared 60 years ago? Sorry, I guess. I guess I just don't get it. I'm not claiming to be great. I don't let any compliments get to my head, because I don't, think of myself as shit. I ain't shit. I'm just another person. But it is just very frustrating to think about everything that I do. Looking up census records, looking up, vital statistics, marriage records. If it's, in my state, I could see marriage records or, divorce records and stuff like that. And then to have somebody say, oh, thanks for taking credit for solving something already solved. I mean, wow, fuck me, right? Why do I even do this? I mean, I just figured, one of the still listed missing persons cases on a federal website would have been a pretty interesting subject to talk about, and if I'm not allowed to talk about solved cases, then, maybe I won't, if it seems to bother some people. Honestly, I've just been thinking about it for a while, and I don't know how much I really want to do missing persons cases anymore. Honestly, I just feel like it's just not even worth the effort. You know, it is a lot easier to either talk about any sort of other true crime, Charles Manson, forensic psychology, things like that, instead of apparently annoying somebody on the internet because they already made a post about Joe Schmo missing 3 years ago. I know it's pretty sore sounding, but this is coming from already being frustrated with the idea to begin with, you know? So I don't know. I don't know why I'm even really saying this. I just want y'all to know how I feel. I mean, this is kind of... it's just tiring. It's really tiring to put in so much effort into all this, and I guess I feel like I don't really get much back. I feel like for how much I put into all of this, it's not really worth it. So I don't know how much I really want to do it anymore. I'm going to focus on other things. I'm definitely still going to read the books, you know. I will still read books that you have all asked me to read for sure, but I just don't know if I want to do missing persons videos anymore. I really don't. I might still make posts. I might write about it on Patreon, but you know, nobody looks at my Patreon anyway, so who gives a shit about what I put on that, right? I don't know. I'm not like, boo, oh my god, this person was mad at me. Oh my god, I'm just gonna quit YouTube. Oh my god. No, I'm not doing that, but that's all I'm saying. I'm like, I just feel like, why the fuck even put in the effort to this bullshit? Ain't nobody give a fuck. And then when somebody does, they're an asshole anyway. You know, I'm just like, oh, fuck it. I don't give a shit, you know. I'll read all the other books about Charles Manson, you know. Maybe this will just turn into another goddamn dumbass Charles Manson channel, you know. And I don't know, probably not, but still, you know what I mean. Anyway, I just want y'all to know that, you know, my point is that I do this because I want to, and I do it because I love to. But once again, if I start coming to a point where I don't like doing certain things, then I'm not going to do it. Once again, I do love you guys. I really do. I love the input and just the positivity from all you guys. I really didn't even think I would come this far. Even just reading the books, all those books I read last year, it still blows my mind. I never thought I would have such an audience interested in any of that, you know. And I plan on reading some other things that'll come out soon. Probably gonna disappoint you even more because it's gonna be some books of fiction, but I have some things up my sleeve I've been wanting to read for a while. But other than that, I do appreciate all of you. And, you know, thank you for listening to me talk to you.